So before we head into our next step, I just want to do a brief recap on character. As you see, I'm a little passionate about that subject. And the reason is because I've seen a number of athletes that have been in a great position athletically, even a great position academically. And then something happens. They make a character move that's not in alignment and they lose it all. They lose the scholarship, they lose the offer, and now they're trying to figure out what to do next. So the character part of this workshop, the character part is very important. So I just don't want to gloss over that. As a parent, make sure that your student athlete is developing as a character every single day. With that said, let's transition to the next step, which is another topic that a lot of people don't even want to talk about, but nutrition. Let's talk nutrition. And this is something that's funny to me because the athletes don't like to talk about it. And in a lot of cases, the parents don't like to talk about it because the parents are the ones making a lot of the food decisions and the parents don't want to change. So let me just start by saying this could be beneficial for the entire family. Now, nutrition. This is going to be one of the biggest factors, one of the key factors in your student athlete's development. High school athletes especially, they just do not do well when it comes to nutrition. Most are under eating. Most are snacking on Takis and other little chips and candy and different stuff throughout the course of the day. And it's just not enough fuel to develop any muscle, any recovery, to make sure their energy levels are right. It's just not enough. So every single athlete that has the goal of getting this scholarship, playing at the Division I level, nutrition has to become a priority. It has to. There's no other way. Because if you're doing skills training, you're athlete performance training, you're practicing, you're competing, that's a lot of volume. That's a lot of work that your student athlete is doing over the course of the week. So if we're feeding them fast food, if half the meals are through a drive-through, and we're not really focusing on getting good quality food, quality nutrition, how can we expect them to maximize their potential? How can we expect them to get better week after week if they don't have enough fuel to even accomplish the goal? So like I tell my athletes, it's all about what you put in your body. That's what it comes down to. If your body was a NASCAR and it's worth millions of dollars and we're trying to win, what are we gonna put in it? Are we gonna put the cheapest fuel available? No, we're gonna put the best fuel. And there's ways to do this that make it very cost effective. You just have to have a little bit of discipline as a student athlete and a little bit of discipline as a parent to make sure that your athlete can accomplish this and have a successful nutrition plan. And if your athlete is worried about taking food to school, protein drinks and things like that, then you have to ask them, are you trying to get this scholarship or not? And if they're too worried about what people say or what people think, maybe they're not as serious as you thought. So at the end of the day, nutrition is going to be very, very key. Here's the thing. Every athlete is gonna have a nutrition goal. I'm gonna keep this one very, very simple. And we are gonna put out a nutrition course as well here very soon, but it may already be out by the time you watch this. I don't know, just check. But at the end of the day, here's what we have. Some athletes need to gain weight. They need to get more muscular. They need to physically gain weight, build muscle, and change their body, right? So that's gonna require a certain nutrition type of program, a certain amount of carbs, protein, fat. It's gonna require that because their metabolism is already fast. So just like most parents, they say, oh, they're eating me out of a house. Okay, I agree, they probably are. The question is the quality of the food that they're eating making it make sense to their physique and to their body? Then on the flip side, there's athletes that need to lose and actually lean out, actually drop body composition, actually reduce body weight. So if you're an athlete that needs that, guess what? It's gonna take a specific nutrition plan. And this is stuff that you can look up. This is stuff you can Google. This stuff you can find on YouTube. So there's a lot of resources is what my point is. A lot of resources. Of course, we're a resource. I'm a resource here at Phase One. But at the end of the day, you have to take the initiative, the discipline, create the structure, create the program, and make sure that your student athlete is taking advantage of their youth. What I mean by that is, High school age is the most growth. For young men, testosterone levels literally are still on the rise, which means if they're getting the proper nutrients, they're staying hydrated, getting the right electrolytes, they're gonna maximize everything that they do. They're gonna get stronger, they're gonna get more explosive. It's gonna happen because they have the nutrition, which is the building block that matches the amount of work that they're putting in. So nutrition has to be a priority.